Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. The postseason rolls on today with the Cure Bowl. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. I imagine he's going to get a near... on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Dante Moore. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something...
Maybe some room here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. On the ground, it's Mobley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to the ground with the running back. Makes a pass to Marker. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'll run it to the right side. Fighting off the defender. Still running at the 40. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
More to throw for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two. Here's more to throw. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that left side. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Fourth down, more. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Notre Dame right back to the line. They feed him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Making side adjustments here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They'll run for it. Runs through the tackle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some...
Free up the gut. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to him. Got a little group. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Moore. He's taking the shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They'll try the right side. Plows through the defense. Stumbled to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
In the gun on third down, Moore throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He's loose on the right. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Throwing Moore. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Moore wants to throw again. Another incompletion on third down.
Offense just not able to get it clicking down here in the red zone. That's 3 straight incompletions, trying to fit the football into tight windows, but the timing not.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Ducks. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Williams. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They'll keep it on the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on the second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these 2 coaching staffs.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Carr to throw. He's going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the back. Maybe a crease. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Using his legs, it's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Carr. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Oregon! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. You got to flush this. You got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened, what did I do wrong. You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give them the lead.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try it over the left side. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to him on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Notre Dame right back to the line. On the run, it's Young. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the right. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Carr. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got enough for the first. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, Carr. Oh, they're after him. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for space. It's Mobley. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got enough for the first. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And it's really tough in that fourth and medium range because you're still thinking past the...
Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
From the gun on third down, Carr got his man downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. C.J. Carr firing again. Lets it go to the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The Irish touchback.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now lately.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Dante Moore. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Holding this fourth quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
Under fire. Finds his tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
There's it, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point ties the game in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. This time they'll go to the running game. Picks up the 1st down. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Ducks with the answer.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barrett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
They'll try the run. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown!